With hooks for hands gripping American steel, a Ukrainian warrior's gaze indicts a superpower that walked away when freedom's defenders needed it most.
Evgeniy Maloletka took this photo for AP. It shows Andrii Rubliuk, a senior sergeant with a Ukrainian intelligence unit who lost both arms and a leg in combat, holding a rifle during military training last month near Kyiv, 17 days before President Trump suspended U.S. arms shipments to Ukraine. The country continues fighting for survival as Trump aligns the U.S. with Russia, using coercive tactics, including demands for our allies' mineral resources and power plants, to force an end to the war.
This is such a powerful composition, inviting us to really focus in on the soldier in the foreground, on his face, on the weapon he's cradling in his arms, and then on the prosthetic hooks in place of hands. This is also very much a demand image where the viewer of the photograph is confronted visually by the subject of the photograph. Here he is really collaborating with the photographer to show the viewer something about his complex experience. It's a photograph that's really about both loss and fortitude. It's hard not to see this photo as a really powerful indictment of just how the Trump administration has left Ukraine pretty much alone. All that empty space around and behind him suggests it. It's not kind of infinite space behind him. He appears to be almost walled in, essentially on three sides, as if the landscape itself might be closing in on him.
Not only is Trump trying to extort Ukraine, but his tactics make no sense. He's demanding Ukraine hand over its mineral wealth to the U.S. in exchange for protection, while simultaneously pushing them to give up land to Russia. But here's the kicker. About half of Ukraine's rare earth reserves are already in Russian-occupied territories. So Trump's idea of a deal is basically telling Ukraine to give up what they're fighting to get back. Trump's approach isn't just morally bankrupt, it's strategic nonsense.
There are other images in this article that highlight other soldiers, other amputees who have continued to fight for their country. Here's someone who's made the ultimate sacrifice already, but still feels compelled to continue to serve. This soldier, Rubliuk, actually did some of his post-injury rehab in the United States. So here he is after presumably good American medicine has helped him regain the capacity to use his limbs and to live his life in a different way.
And so he fights on, while betrayed by the country that patched him back together.